Banbury.
Okay.
They won.
Did he get on all right? Yeah.
They won on Tuesday. I think it was this week. Yeah.
Okay, not bad. So are they? They must be pretty far in it by now. If it's
well, no, I think the series. I think it was only the second in the series. So.
Okay, all right.
Oh, streaming live.
Yeah, we've set it up. I just had to change because my Chrome is in my personal account and my Firefox is in the trust account. Okay, I think it's working. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it should be working. I'm just going to post this on Facebook so that people can.
You need to have the answers.
I've got the answers.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so it seems like we're live, and what I'm going to ask people to do is team by team. I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves, as I asked you to do, not in real time last time because I forgot. So I'm going to ask Disciples of Ben as the first seed to introduce themselves in the order that I think, in alphabetical order. If you introduce yourself as captain, etc., that'd be great. So take it away, Disciples of Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben, Dave's friend from uni, and this is my team.
Dessa?
Hi, I'm Dessa, also Dave's friend from uni.
I think it's Keshri next.
Hi, I'm Keshri, also Dave's friend from uni. I'm part of the Disciples of Ben team.
Hi, I'm Mike, ditto, also from the Disciples of Ben.
Hi, I'm Simon, also from the Disciples of Ben, and I promise that our lack of knowledge of the alphabet doesn't actually reflect on us.
Thank you. Thanks for the introductions. And from Professor Quizwitty, George, if you could start off. I know obviously there's a bit alphabetical, out of order, but if you could go George first and then starting at the beginning of the alphabet after that. So take it away, George.
Hi, I'm George. We all know the trust through our school friend Joe Harris.
Hi, I'm Christian.
Hi, I'm Elliot.
Hi, I'm Connor.
We all know our alphabets, it seems. And Meg? Megan, I think. Is that not the fifth?
Sorry, I couldn't work the mute thing. Hi, I'm Meg.
Okay, good to know. Great. I think someone's getting their WhatsApp sound from some kind of notification that's coming through. Is that all right if someone checks that they've...
Sorry, that was me also. I'll
okay. No problem, no problem.
Auntie and I, we've got a...
You need to
Sorry. My t-shirt. Just showing the trust t-shirt.
And last thing before we start, I know you've been fantastic bearing with me for this long. We're just going to have a short video. I just need to share my screen. Bear with me 1 second. I should have had this link up before.
Softies then. No? No. Maybe we're going to see a video, so maybe put the softies now.
Hopefully I can optimize this. It's a shorter one than last week.
Because under the desk.
Just double check this is the right one. It might be the wrong one. All going very smoothly tonight, just as last time, obviously. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves if you want.
I'm watching the KS team. They're sending messages to each other and all laughing. So I wonder what they're saying.
That's entirely fair enough. We haven't started yet. Obviously, during the quiz, it would be ideal if we didn't have that, but.
I'm just ecstatic to be here and really enjoying it, and that's coming through in the visible laughter that you can see. Although
Joe picked his friends to make himself look good.
I thought I had it somewhere, and I don't know if I can. I had it on an email, and I should have had this up before, so I apologise for that. But I don't quite understand why the email seems to have just gone. Here we go. This is all going to look much better in editing. Right. So this is Hope into Action UK, and if I share my screen, that is that one. Wow. And give me a sec just to set up this sharing sound and optimize for. Okay, so this is Hope into Action UK.
Hope into Action was started in partnership with local churches to provide homes for the most vulnerable in our society. So the way it works is this. Investors buy a property, retain ownership, but lease it to us for 5 years. And we then turn those houses into homes. We partner with churches to join us in our efforts by providing prayer, friendships, and community.
It overwhelms me, to be honest, because if I couldn't find permanent accommodation, my children would have been taken away from me.
It all helps, you know, it helps when someone's just prepared to sit and to listen to what you're going through.
It just makes you feel like you're human again, and there is people out there that actually care.
We are Hope into Action, enabling churches to house the homeless.
Okay, so we yeah, thanks to Hope into Action for providing us that video and for all the work you do. We've encountered another, unsurprisingly, slight technological error, which I thought I'd rectified yesterday with the help of Ketri. And she can confirm that we did actually have it right at that point. But
We did.
I think, so the issue that we had yesterday with the sharing screen, and we wanted to have the gallery view on as well so that we could see everyone. We can't actually see.
Stop screen sharing.
Yeah, I'm going to screen share this one. So what we wanted to have was the ability to see everyone as well as sharing the screen. I think Esther, it might be worth you just joining the call. This is very annoying. So,
Dave,
yeah.
I can also see like a little black box in the screen. I don't know if anyone else can.
Yeah,
I'm getting that as well. There's now a small black square too.
Yeah. So the screen share is going to be of. Wait, you should be able to see that it's a, and then.
Yeah, but there's
like a little black kind of like bar.
Yeah, shapes which keep appearing in different places.
Right. So yeah, this is very annoying. Apologies again for this. Why is it doing this? It might be because of the live stream. I don't know. This is the only thing I can think of that's different. Maybe it's that'll be it. Okay, that's fine. We got it. It was the optimizing for the full screen video clip. So we're all good. We are all good. Okay. So sorry for that. But we are still on track to start for 8:30, which is what we had in mind. So that's perfect.
You got the answers on the screen, by the way.
Yeah.
That is not ideal. But thank you for pointing that out.
That's okay.
Screenshot.
Oh.
That's unideal. Right. So honestly, technology is often a curse. So finally, I'm going to share this one. Hopefully you didn't see two of the answers, but you all saw the thing anyway, so it's even.
Dave, do you want to just say something about the scoring that we'll be scoring?
Yeah, okay. So Miranda and Royal will be scoring for us tonight, as they did such a fantastic job last week. They were completely accurate they had absolutely no mistakes last week. Obviously, I watched all the videos back and double checked that just in case. So they have my absolute fullest confidence. So on Miranda and Roy will be on scoring. We'll have Esther, who will be watching everyone in gallery view just to make sure everyone is being able to talk. Because obviously some people, they don't remember to unmute themselves, and we can see that people are having problems with that. She's going to also be on timekeeping. So we're going to say that everyone has 5 seconds from when we call out their name to tell them to answer, within which they must then start speaking. So we're accounting for a delay in technology. We all saw that there was almost instantaneous response earlier. So what we're going to be doing is saying Esther's going to be on her phone with a 5-second counter. If you don't start speaking within 5 seconds, barring any technological issue, like the stream cutting out, for example, not that you forgot to unmute yourself. We're saying if you forget to unmute yourself and you don't start talking within 5 seconds, we're just going to nullify your buzz, and the other team will then, it will count as a buzz, and the other team will then have the chance to buzz. So we're going to be quite strict on that. I will be on timekeeping for bonus questions. So we're going to say, similar to last week, you're going to have about 30 seconds amongst yourselves to collaborate and come up with an answer. We're not going to be as strict on that one. But we're also going to ask you to be unmuting yourselves for those bonus questions. Josh will be on muting for between those bonus questions and the starter question. So does that make sense for everyone? So what we're going to have is to run you through a question as we have here. We have a practice debug. I think everyone should know. So what was the name of the rover which touched down on Mars in August 2012? If we have, so Ben, Disciples of Ben, has raised his hand. I get a notification of that. Participants, I go into that. I don't know if you shouldn't be able to see the participants really, but it's up on my screen. Ben, can you give me an answer for that?
Curiosity.
That is correct. So what we're going to do for the starter questions is similar. I actually did that quite wrong. I'm going to read out the question here. If I have, say, another window up here, you can't see that, right? Is that correct? Can someone confirm that you can't see it?
We can see it.
Can see it. Okay. That shouldn't happen. But that's still showing the screen. Can you see it? Can you see it now?
Mm-mm.
No. Great. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So I have the questions up on a separate screen, and I'm going to be reading out the starter questions for them when I do it. Obviously, Ben will be presenting the first 10 questions of 31 questions. We're not going to have a timer for the overall quiz as we did last week. We're just going to exhaust all the questions that we have. So it might take a little bit longer. So thanks again for being with us for half an hour without getting started. It's probably going to take about an hour, I would guess. So yeah, we're aiming to finish about 9:30. Once again, can I just go through a practice question? And I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. Whose voice is being impersonated?
Is it just me? Is it just me?
Okay.
Is it just me? Is it just me? Yes, it is just me. I won't say any more about it.
Check that. But Meg, I think you lowered your hand. Is that correct? You raised it and then lowered it again.
All right, it was a technical. I wasn't answering the question.
Okay, so Dessa has raised her hand. I'm going to ask Dessa to give me the answer for that.
That's Michael McIntyre.
It is Michael McIntyre being impersonated. Did everyone manage to hear that? Because we just need to check that everyone could hear it. George, was that a shake of the head or was it a nod?
No, that was a nod.
It was a nod, great. So everyone was able to hear that. So that's just great that we've just established that. I don't think this is the picture one, but I could be wrong. 3, 2, 1. Here's a picture. Who painted this? We've got loads of participants having raised their hand there. So if I just go in here, it's not very smooth. Ben, Disciples of Ben.
Vincent van Gogh.
That is correct. So those are the 3 types of questions you're going to see or hear. If you could all be responsible for lowering your hands after the starter question has actually been finished. So what I'm going to say for that is, if one team either gets it right, then you lower your hand. If they get it wrong and you're on the other team, I'm going to ask you to keep your hand raised because that counts as a buzz. So if, say, for example, Ben had raised his hand there, Disciples of Ben. If George had raised his hand as well, but slightly afterwards, he would have to have his hand kept high, kept raised. And I would then go to George for his buzz. Does that make sense for everyone? Yeah, and then you can just call it out. Okay, that's fine. Esther is going to be responsible for calling out people's names. She's in the room with me if you couldn't already hear her. Can't see Meg. Okay, that should be okay. Yeah. So finally, hopefully, that should be everything. I'm going to pass you over now to Bennett Carr, as I said, who is...
Dave?
Yeah?
We're missing someone.
Oh.
Mike's just lost his internet.
Oh gosh, Mike's gone.
Right.
He says it'll just be a minute.
Absolutely perfect. It's a good thing we're not, you know, putting this out on the internet for everyone to see, isn't it? 2 black boxes. Is that a message from you, Simon? If you have any issues with your technology, George, if your internet cuts out, obviously feel free to message any of us and message me. I don't have 4 of your members on any other device that I can, I think Elliot maybe, or if something disastrously goes wrong and you can't message someone on your own team, just try and message George if something goes wrong, like these guys.
Yeah, cheers, Dave. My internet's a lot better now, but we'll let you know if any of us have any issues.
Good. Again, sorry for the delay in starting, but we just wanted to make sure that we got absolutely everything working before we actually started everything. So, do I need to? I'm not going to admit. Is it?
Dave, it might be worth starting. He says he's going to have to restart the router.
Right. Okay. The router, not even his computer. Okay. That's very unideal. What's your? Does anyone have anything particularly pressing after? Is anything pressing after this that they need to? Oh, here we go, Mike. Here we go. I think it's better. It's better to have everyone present. I hope I would do the same for both teams. Mike, are you back with us? He's back. He's on. Yeah, there we go. Are you all right now, Mike?
I am. I'm so sorry, everyone.
That's right. We were only waiting about a minute, so don't worry.
Okay,
it's fine. So finally, if we can start, I'm going to hand you over to Bennett Carr for the first 10 questions. So.
Okay, thank you very much. As you can see, category 1 is geography, and the starter question for 10 fingers on the buzzers is: in which country are the Angel Falls located?
We have George from Professor Quiz Witty.
Venezuela.
That's
correct. Sorry. Yeah.
So moving on to the bonus questions for geography. The first one is a cryptic country. And the cryptic clue is: chief in the vicinity injures a head of a US state.
Heads of US state senators, right? No.
Governor. Isn't it?
God.
Oh yeah, governor.
Yeah.
This might take a little bit longer.
Oh my God.
$15 seconds.
Near chief.
I'll give you 5 more seconds. Any guess?
I've got nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
I got nothing. Sorry.
Tough one to start on. Bennett, do you want to give the answer?
Okay, so chief, boss, in the vicinity near, boss near, injures, hurts. You got governor right. Bosnia Herzegovina.
Thank you. Thank you for explaining that. Tough one to start on. You've muted yourself. You've muted yourself, Ben. Don't know if Josh.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Question number 2 as a bonus question in geography. You're going to see 5 cities listed with 5 sets of dates. What links those world cities?
The dates are a clue.
I think this might be something to do with when they stop being the capital cities of the countries they're in. Because Bonn stopped being the capital of Germany around unification. And Lagos isn't the capital of Nigeria anymore.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
So yeah, can we go for that basically? And then
Correct. That's correct. That's correct. Well done. Okay, round 2, as you can see, is Shakespeare. So the starter question for 10 points is: which Shakespeare play is the following quote taken from? All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts.
George, Professor Quiz Witty.
As you like it.
That's correct. All right, bonus question number 1. sticking with Shakespeare. Which of the Shakespeare plays is the longest in terms of the number of lines?
Hamlet's pretty long.
I'd say either King Lear or Hamlet, but yeah, I'd go for Hamlet, I reckon.
Hamlet's like 5,000 or something. I think that might be. I don't know if it's the longest, but it's pretty long. You guys are all
15
muted,
seconds.
by the way.
You need to be unmuting yourselves.
I've just got nothing in Bally to add to the conversation.
All right. Okay. Yeah, can we go for Hamlet then, please?
That's correct. 4,042 lines. Well done. Question number 2. How many plays did Shakespeare write?
You'll be correct if you get within 2. Sorry, Ben. I have to give a little bit of leeway.
I think it's around the 40 mark.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got 46 in my head, but I don't know where that's coming from.
I'm happy to go for 46. Anyone got any ideas? Yeah, 46.
No, and the answer doesn't go over, does it? So it's 37. Okay, moving on to a starter question. The category is monarchs and monarchy. No questions about Harry and Meghan. The start of a 10 is this. Who was queen for just 9 days in 1553?
Ben from Disciples of Ben.
Lady Jane Grey.
That's correct. So moving on to a bonus question for 5 points. Who was the last English king to die in battle?
Mike, will it come to you?
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Could it be Richard the First? No, Richard the Third.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I think it was Richard the Third. Now I think about it.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Answer?
Yeah.
Yep, that's correct. And moving on to question 2. What was the role of the groom of the stool?
Wasn't this wiping the bottom, Mike? Confirm?
I don't know. That makes sense.
I've definitely heard of that. Yeah, so to wipe the monarch's bottom.
That's correct. That's a toilet assistant. Okay, moving on to the next round.
So if I could just interject, I forgot to explain this to you, Ben, but if you could count them down, so 3, 2, 1, and then I will reveal the picture as you say 1.
Okay, fine. Everyone ready?
These are going to be pictures of hats. You just need to give me the name of the type of hat.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Ben of Disciples of Ben.
The deerstalker's hat.
Correct. Moving on to the bonus questions for hats. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, is that like a bucket hat? Not a bucket hat. Like the ones that what they call flappers.
Is it something like a cloche hat? Because it's the shape of.
Yeah, cloche. I think it's a cloche hat.
15 seconds.
We'll go with cloche.
That's correct. Well done.
Nice one, Mike.
And the second bonus question. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's fine.
That's a straw voter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's voter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct. Okay, moving on to the next round, as you can see, is music. So this is the starter question, Things on Your Brothers. How many symphonies did Beethoven complete?
George from Professor Quizwitty.
9.
That's correct. He had started his 10th when he died. Let's move on to bonus questions on music. By what name is Marshall Bruce Mathers III better known?
Eminem, isn't it?
Eminem. Yeah.
That's correct. Is that your final answer? Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to second question. In which city was Motown founded?
Was that?
Is that Detroit? Or
I thought it was like in New Orleans.
Yeah, I was thinking New Orleans.
But is that?
I was thinking even Chicago, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
15 seconds.
Not sure. Not 100%.
I like Detroit, to be fair.
Yeah.
It could be Memphis.
I thought
5 seconds.
Could be Memphis.
Oh, it could be Memphis.
Let's go for Memphis.
Yeah,
Memphis.
yeah, about Memphis. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, Memphis.
You talked yourselves out of it. It is Detroit, Motortown. Okay. Moving on to general knowledge, round 6. Starter for 10. What is the only host city to have had their Summer Olympic Games postponed or cancelled on 2 separate occasions?
Connor from Professor Quiz Witty.
Tokyo.
That's correct. 1940 and obviously this year. Okay, so we've got bonus questions on general knowledge. Okay, first bonus question. According to Edward Lear's poem, how long was the sailing trip undertaken by the Owl and the Pussycat?
Got nothing.
No idea. Yeah.
Educated guess. Few days. Month.
Are we talking time or is it like distance?
I feel like it was days.
Seconds.
Time.
I feel like, yeah, I can't remember. Maybe like 8. I think 80 is jumping out to me, but I don't really know.
80.
I feel like it was long, but I don't know.
Okay.
5
Yeah,
seconds.
80 days.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a year and a day.
That is long.
Okay, question 2, bonus question 2. What is the name given to a beam over a window or a door?
Say like anchor or something. I'm not sure. So yeah, I thought it was only to describe the like held it together, but
15 seconds.
Good
I don't know
Yeah.
if you've got any ideas.
Can we go for that? An anchor beam.
No, that's incorrect. It's a lintel.
Could I interject to just ask for an update on the scores? We're going to do a slightly more regular score update than last week. So Miranda and Roy, are you ready to do one now or at the end of the next round? You're muted, sorry. Just need to unmute yourselves. Okay. I think they also don't know that they're muted.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Professor Quiz Witty is 55. They've got 55. And Disciples of Ben are on 40.
Okay, great. So on with the next question, Ben.
Okay, so it's a starter question again, scientific history. Which Prussian polymath is the person who's had the most number of species named after him?
George of Professor Quiz Witty.
Is it Humboldt?
That's correct. Well done. So we're moving on to bonus questions. The first bonus question under science history is, what was the name of the ship on which Charles Darwin began developing his theory of evolution?
Is that the Beagle?
That's correct. And question number 2. The subject of the film Hidden Figures, who was one of the first African-American women to work for NASA?
Sorry, I don't know her name. I haven't got an input. What about you guys?
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh.
15 seconds.
All right. Yeah, I don't think we have an answer for that one.
Okay, the answer is Katherine Johnson. Okay, moving on to the next category, back in business. So you're going to see photographs with pixelated names shown, and you just need to name the business. So this is for 10 points. I'll count down 3, 2, 1.
Elliot of Professor Quiz Witty.
Greg's.
That's correct. Well done. So moving on to the bonus questions. Same principle, shop front with pixelated name.
Want to count them in? Ben?
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, count
3,
them in.
2, 1.
E.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, I go for E.
Yep.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And the second one? 3,
That's
2,
fine.
1.
Is that Debenhams?
That's
Yeah.
correct. Okay, moving on to round 9, or as you can see, is religion. According to the book of Genesis, which things did God create on the 4th day?
3 things.
Which 3 things did God create on the 4th day?
Ben of Disciples of Ben.
Animals of the land, sea, and sky.
Say that again, sorry, Ben.
The animals of the land, sea, and sky.
No, that's not correct.
Ten more seconds. I think you just buzz after it, Elliot, I'm afraid. I didn't want to count down because obviously you do it on 1, so it's kind of, yeah. But if you want to give the answer, Ben.
Okay, the answer was the sun, the moon, and the stars. So we're going to go to our backup starter question. I think that's right.
Yeah, and if you don't get this one, what we'll do, the protocol we had for one of the quizzes was that we're going to use the bonus questions as extra starter questions, but we're only going to give 5 points if you get it right. So just in case you do get this one wrong again.
Okay, so this is starter question again then. So what is the English term for the Hebrew word Mashiach?
Moshiach.
Thank you.
Sorry. Elliot?
Is it mother?
I'm afraid not.
No.
I'll give you 10 seconds, Disciples of Ben. Mike, Disciples of Ben.
Temple.
No, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. But we're going to move on to the bonus questions.
Okay, so
if you want to give the answer, Ben,
answer
sorry.
was Messiah.
It's
So
the
bonus-
Messiah. Yeah.
Yeah. So the bonus question, which I think is now the starter question, on the screen you're going to see a symbol. What is the name of this symbol used in Indian religions such as Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism?
3, 2, 1. Ten more seconds. The second sentence, the Sanskrit word for it literally translates to the wheel of law, is a slight hint, but it may also be too difficult. Any answers? Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Okay. Do you want to give the answer, Ben?
Yeah, so it's the wheel of Dharma or the Dharma chakra. So we're going on to the second bonus question, which I think is a starter question.
Yeah, we'll leave it as a 5-pointer if anyone gets it.
Okay, so what K is the sword or dagger carried by Sikhs?
Elliot from Professor Quiz Witty.
Is it the Kirpan?
That's correct. Well done.
Well done. Sorry for those difficult questions.
Okay, moving on to technology round 10. What does HTTP stand for?
Ben, Disciples of Ben.
Hypertext Transfer Protocol.
That's correct. Well done. So the 2 bonus questions. The first one is what type of memory temporarily stores the information a computer needs for the present?
Sorry, that's a backup starter, I'm afraid.
Oh, sorry.
Ben. Sorry.
My apologies. Yeah, so sorry. Bonus question on technology number 1 is who developed HTTP and recently apologized for the 2 forward slashes which appear at the beginning of every web address?
Team, I would imagine Tim Berners-Lee, but if any, does anyone know?
That's my only other guess. That's my guess.
That's a good guess. Really.
Yeah.
Public apologies. So yeah, let's go Tim Berners-Lee.
Yeah, that's correct. Well done. And the second bonus question is, what computer language do the initials ISDN stand for?
Could be IB International.
Yeah, like international standards.
Oh, international standardized
Um,
something or decimal. No.
decimal. I don't know. I've never heard of it. I'm sorry. I feel like international standard.
What's a word for a language that begins with N?
Could D be decimal?
Yeah, that's
Notation? It's not really notation, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So international standardized decimal notation.
You've done miraculously well in getting all 4 words wrong. Integrated Service Digital Network. I think that concludes round 10.
Sorry, we're just having a little switcheroo.
I'm slightly incapacitated by cramp, which is a bit embarrassing.
David is having some issues. So you've got me for now.
So if you go onto the notepad.
Please bear with me. I've lost the notepad.
If you alt tab, there's also a keyboard that you can use. So I'm very, very sorry for all these ridiculous problems that we've been having.
Make for great watching. Where are
Roy and Amanda, what's the score?
So what you need to do is when you need to get it on the black screen saying what the title of the round is, announce the title of the round, and then read out the first one, 11A. I've got cramp.
Scores?
Yes, please. What's the scores?
Okay, scores
Again,
are.
Apologies for the ridiculousness of this.
You're not muted.
But Paxo doesn't usually do 2 hours of football before he goes on and does
Okay, the scores are Professor Quiz Witty are on 95 and Disciples of Ben are 55.
Very much unforeseen.
How do I change the slide?
Can we get an update from the scores while we're having?
That's what they just did.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Oh yeah, you can't hear. Sorry. Great. Okay, we'll do the next round then.
There's a keyboard.
Yeah, I don't know how to use it. So this is Born Identity.
So this round is going to be on people, where people were born, and.
Sorry.
And so the first question will be, as Esther is about to read out, I will be looking at the order. If you move the participants, I can see that. Again, very, very sorry for this.
Right. So the starter question is: at which country house was Winston Churchill born?
Mike from Disciples of Ben.
Blenheim Palace.
Correct.
Correct.
So now your next few questions will be on where people are born. Yeah. So that's the first one. Second one, that's just the backup one. So your next ones will be on that same subject. In which state was former US President Barack Obama born? So you're free to collaborate on this.
This is Hawaii, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Hawaii. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. It is Hawaii.
Correct.
In which territory was Napoleon Bonaparte born?
From Corsica. Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
That is correct. I don't know. So your next few, how have you done that? You dropped the mouse. Esther's inadvertently zoomed in because she dropped
He's got a very complex operation set up here.
It is a very complex operation. It is most unfortunate. Well, it's more the fact that I'm a sort of particular seat, which is quite cramped, which is probably why I end up getting cramped. Anyway,
it's all going right.
So we're gonna. I think we're back to normal, right? That shouldn't be zoomed in anymore. If you click on the screen. Great. So we're going to move on to our next set of starter questions, which are linkies.
Oh gosh,
so I'm going to read out linky. If you're familiar with the concept of a linky, they were in the quiz on the YouTube quiz. So what we had was it was a kind of like what links the answers to these questions. I think is how I phrased it. So you're going to get a series of statements or questions, and the answers to those questions will form either a sequence or they will be linked by something. You're going to need to tell me what they're linked by. So I would recommend you get some kind of device or piece of paper that you can write down the answers to the questions for, so you can
keep track
of what they all are. And once again, sorry for you can see Esther, but you can't see me because I'm stretching my hamstring.
He's right here.
I am. Great. Everyone at least some way ready? Could everyone? So Ben, can I just confirm that you're ready?
I am.
Simon? Kashi?
Yeah.
Christian?
Form ready.
George?
I'm ready.
Yep.
Desert?
So ready.
Connor?
Yeah.
Elliot?
Yeah.
Meg?
Yeah.
And Mike? And that should be 10. Great. So, oh wait, actually, maybe we are. So here we go. So to begin, what is the common name for the area also known as the Occident? So that's question 1. Move on to question 2. What is the US city home to the Liberty Bell? Question 3. What is the spy character created by Robert Ludlum? And question 4. What is another way of saying, one word for saying destroyed to the ground, and it's usually by fire? So I'll give you about 30 seconds, 35 seconds to mull that over. And again, fingers on buzzers. Hopefully someone gets this. Another 30 seconds. Connor from Professor Quiz Witty.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Correct. 10 points. We're now going to move on to 2 more linkies. So in exactly the same vein as we had before. You're going to have to collaborate for these ones.
Well done for that one.
Well done. That was really good. Yeah. So I'm just going to put them up. Complete the novel title: The Blank Falcon. The longest ever blank was made in Romania, a world record 62,745 meters. The main antagonist, the female antagonist in the High School Musical films, and the easternmost province of Canada. So they're all linked by one thing. So you have 30 seconds, Professor Wiswitty.
Maltese. That's the first one.
What's that, Maltese?
Yeah, I think.
The last one is Nova Scotia.
My High School Musical knowledge is lacking.
What are they called?
Something like Shanae or something like that.
It's like no, it's like Troy. Is he Troy? It's Troy and
Gabriella.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
They're the protagonist though. It's the blonde girl.
No, that's the main. Oh, sorry, Sharpay.
Antagonist. Oh, antagonist.
Sharpay Evans.
5 seconds.
It's Sharpay.
Sharpay.
Right. Can I press you for an answer?
Maltese.
Right. 3, 2, 1. George, give me an answer.
Don't know.
They are all dog breeds. So we have the Maltese, we have the sausage, we have Sharpay, and we have Labrador and Newfoundland. So if you didn't get the last one, it was quite difficult, but the last one was meant to be quite helpful. Moving on to the next one. We have the name of the high school in Glee. the eponymous fictional character of a famous cartoon strip known for being lazy, fat, and cynical. He loves lasagna and sleeping. Question 3. The East Midlands county containing Grantham, Skegness, and Gainsborough, and the busiest airport in the northeastern United States. You'll have about 40 seconds.
Oh, need a lot of muting to go.
Yeah, I think that's Lincolnshire.
Oh no, they're all together.
They're all US presidents, I think. We have JFK.
Oh yeah,
JFK.
Lincoln, Garfield, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, US presidents.
That's not quite right.
Oh, can we give it more specifically?
Yes.
Assassinated US presidents?
Yes, that is correct. And the next one, so I'm glad you got my first starter because it means I can do this one. We're going to have an all-play linky. So this is going to be a music one. There are going to be 6 clips that have been sort of not quite mashed together, but they're in quick succession. And there's going to be some kind of theme that's linking these 6 clips of music. I hope this works. If it doesn't work in terms of because of the Zoom, we'll just leave it. But everyone is allowed to play for this. It's going to be worth 10 points and fingers on buzzers. It has no bonus questions. So 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I got what I deserve. Over one street hill, we see the sun go down, and all the faces that I know have that same familiar glow.
The book of love has music in it. In fact, that's where music comes from.
Maybe life is a song, but you're scared to sing along until the very end.
Simon from Disciples of Ben.
Songs used at the end of TV shows?
That is correct. So we had, in the first one, we had Don't Stop Believing by Journey, which was used at the end of The Sopranos. The second one was Badfingers, I think it's Baby Blue, which was used at the end of Breaking Bad. The third one, I can't remember to go through all these, but they're all used at the end of a TV series. So we'll move on. So that's 10 points to Disciples of Ben. We're going to move on to another round. These are going to be TV/film pets. So what I'm going to say is some kind of clue as to where this pet, or the name of a pet or something like that. So for 10 points as a starter. Following the passing of their French bulldog Bruni, which Fab Five have recently got a new dog called Walter? We have Elliot from Professor Quizwitty.
The Fab Five from Queer Eye.
That's correct. 10 points to Professor Quizwitty. And moving on to the starters, the bonuses. So, Bruiser Woods is the name of which fashionista/aspiring barrister's loyal pet chihuahua?
That's Legally Blonde.
I'm going to need you to name the character.
Alwards.
That is correct. That's not right. Which fictional princess does Fat Louis the cat belong to? You can name the character.
From the Princess Diaries, I think.
Character?
Oh God. Does anyone know?
I'm afraid not, no.
Connor, come on. Oh, what's her name?
I'll give you 10 more seconds.
You said it's from Princess Diaries, Beck?
It's the one, I think I'm not happy
3,
with. It's her.
2, 1. No answer. It is Mia, Princess Mia.
Oh, Princess Mia.
Right. So for the next one we're going to have, next round, is on US state outlines. I'm going to put the image of a US state outline up on the screen and I count it down. You're going to need to tell me which state this is. 3, 2, 1. George from Professor Quizwitty.
Idaho.
That is correct. Don't need that one. But these are all going to be questions on states bordering Idaho. This one is to the northeast, just so you know. Bonus questions. 3, 2, 1. This is the state bordering Idaho to the southwest, also known as the Silver State.
think that's Nevada.
Is that your...
Yeah, well, Idaho is, so.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, Nevada.
That's correct. Next one. The state bordering Idaho to the east, also known as the Equality State.
Wyoming is like a pretty square state.
Trust your instincts.
15 seconds.
Let's go with that one if you think that's square.
Yeah, Wyoming.
That is correct. Very well done. So the next ones are on World Cups. So I was going to read out some kind of question related to World Cups. Why did Austria withdraw from the 1938 Football World Cup? George from Professor Quiz Witty.
Because they were annexed by Germany.
That is correct. 10 points. These next few questions will also be on World Cups. Which ex-Premier League manager fouled Michael Owen to give away a penalty when playing against England in their final World Cup group game in the 2002 World Cup? His team went on to lose 1-0 and were eliminated from the tournament. There was a game between a certain country and England where Michael Owen got a penalty. Can you tell me the name of the player, slash ex-Premier League manager, who fouled Michael Owen?
So who do we have? We had Argentina, Trinidad and Tobago, and Sweden in our group, I think. I think it might be Argentina because I think didn't David Beckham score a penalty then? And it was like his redemption for getting sent off 4 years before.
It is. Remember, it's the ex-Premier League manager, so it's a particular player I'm looking for. I'll give you 10 more seconds.
Argentinian managers in the Prem.
Oh my
5,
God.
4, 3,
No, I've not got it, sorry.
1. No answer. It is Mauricio Pochettino.
Oh.
Name 4 of England's 5 penalty takers for the last 16 World Cup shootout against Colombia in 2018. You may have one incorrect guess. So you can give
Eric
me 5
Dyer
names.
scored.
Eric
Dyer scored the winner.
Surely like.
Harry Kane.
Yeah. Kane.
Yeah, George is going to give me your final answers, by the way.
Did Jordan Pickford take one?
No, I don't. Did he?
10 more seconds.
Did Sterling take one?
Surely.
Sterling, maybe, yeah.
Sterling, Kane, Dyer.
Henderson. Yeah. Sterling, Kane, Dyer, Henderson, and
that's it.
and
You're out of time.
Dele Alli. All right.
I'm afraid you had 2 incorrect there. You missed out Rashford, and I think you neither Ali nor Sterling took the penalty, as far as I know. It was Dyer taking the last one. I think it was Kieran Trippier was the other one you were missing, other than Rashford. Yeah. So unlucky there, but good effort. Moving on to the next set of bonus questions, starter questions, rather. These will be on special effects, or effects, i.e. on cognitive biases. So I'm going to read out the name of not the name of cognitive, I'm going to read out the description of a cognitive bias, and you're going to need to tell me the name of it. So, for 10 points. What is the name for the effect which states that when your deepest convictions are challenged by contradictory evidence, your beliefs get stronger? Tessa from Disciples of Ben.
Oh.
3. 2,
Oh, it's
1.
just dissociate. Not dissociate.
No, that's incorrect. Sorry. Next team. You have 10 seconds to.
Elliot's first.
Sorry, yeah. Elliot, what's your answer?
Is it Dunning-Kruger?
That's incorrect. We'll move on to the next one. Next starter. Okay. What is the name for the tendency for people to appear more attractive in a group rather than in isolation? George from Professor Quiz Witty.
Cheerleader effect.
That is correct. These next 2 questions will be on double-barreled effects, so double-barreled surnames. A type of frequency bias, what is the eponymous name for the phenomenon which states that once you learn something new, you will notice it wherever you look? You'll begin to notice it.
And these are all double-barreled.
These are all double-barreled.
names.
Yeah, 25 seconds.
I thought that was the Mandela effect, but
Or like deja, I mean, it's similar to deja vu, isn't it? But it's not
15
that.
seconds.
Maybe it is a Mandela effect, but they added another name on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wouldn't know what it was.
5 seconds.
Yeah, we'll just go for Mandela.
It's incorrect. It is the Bader-Meinhof effect, or the Bader-Meinhof effect, however you pronounce it. Next question. Name the effect which states that there is a tendency for unskilled individuals to overestimate their ability, while experts underestimate their own.
I think that's the Dunning-Kruger effect, team.
Yeah, go on then.
Yep.
That is
Fine answer.
correct. Yeah, that's correct. Well done. 5 points. These next questions will be on animals. So I'm just going to read out a fact or a question, and you're going to have to tell me the animal. According to Wikipedia, after mosquitoes and humans, which animal causes the next highest number of human deaths per year? Elliot from Professor Quizwitty.
Is it cows?
That is incorrect. There's a quick buzz, so I'll give the other team 15 seconds. Ben, Disciples of Ben. Ben?
Hippopotamus.
That's incorrect. The answer is snakes.
Oh,
I
that's
think
not.
a very.
That's okay. I mean, I would argue that's not one animal, but
Yeah, it's classified as such by Wikipedia. That's what I was going.
oh,
by.
okay.
Sorry, I apologize if that was a confusing question. Next up was dogs with about 20,000. I maybe should say group of animals. So, but anyway, next last question. How do snakes usually smell their prey? Ben, Disciples of Ben.
They have sensory receptors on their tongue.
Yeah, that's correct. I would have accepted taste the air or anything like that. So these next two questions will be on snakes. Which snake is the only living animal species?
Boa constrictor.
There we go. In mythology, the snake known as a basilisk supposedly hatches from a serpent's egg.
And so this is a chicken, a male chicken.
Yeah, a male chicken. What's the name for a male chicken?
A cockerel.
Yeah, thank you. Correct. Next questions will be on phrases and or idioms, similar to the ones we had in the quiz. It's a picture round, so I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to have to tell me what the phrase or idiom is. So, fingers on buzzers. 3, 2, 1. Christian, Professor Quizwitty.
Mic drop.
That is correct. Next two will also be of this similar thing. There you go.
Is that Jack in a Box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is correct. Next one.
Peter Griffin. Is that...
Do you know who's underneath Peter Griffin there?
No, just some umpire.
ICC.
Umpire out. It's a cricket umpire. Petering out, maybe? Yeah.
That sounds like a good guess.
Yeah, petering out.
That is correct. Well done. Or just peter out. These next questions will be on satellites. Satellites are any object which orbits another sort of big object. Yeah. Oh, no, not that. Sorry. So, excluding the sun and the 8 planets, what is the largest object in our solar system? Ben, Disciples of Ben.
The moon Ganymede.
That is correct. 10 points. These next two questions will be on the Galilean moons of Jupiter.
Okay.
So Simon Marius, who discovered the moons at the same time as Galileo, gave them the names we use today. At the suggestion of Johannes Kepler, why did he choose these 4 names? So what kind of relationship is there in the names of the 4 moons? Why did he choose those?
So this is Jupiter, right?
Yeah,
so the moons of Jupiter. Yeah.
Titan, Io, Europa. So they're all, well, obviously they're all Greek mythology, but
yeah.
Are they all like consorts of Zeus? Oh no, Titan.
Well,
Titan's Saturn, isn't it?
Great.
Yeah, they're all consorts of Zeus.
That is correct. Titan is Saturn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Galileo objected to these names and opted to use to number them in Roman numerals in order of their distance from Jupiter. Which moon is Jupiter 4?
Oh, could it be? I mean, Europa's really cold, but I don't know if that.
Sorry. Is this in order
How
away.
far out they are from Jupiter, right?
Okay. Dave, sorry, can you just qualify that this is
Yeah,
going...
in order. So Jupiter 1 would be the closest one.
Okay,
Give me 10 more
yeah.
seconds.
So I think there's definitely 1 or 2 that they discovered that are closer in. That I mean, I don't know. That's a... Do you want to just...
Well, it's going to be one of the ones that's covered in ice. Because
Europa.
It's Callisto.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, these next questions will be on months and years. We have a scores roundup, please, just before we start this one, because we've had about 10 questions since we last did have them. Miranda and Roy, you'll need to unmute yourselves.
Did you want a score update?
That would be great, thank you.
Okay, so Professor Quiz Witty are on 190.
Yeah.
And Disciples of Ben are 135.
Okay, so we have 12 more questions, including this one, which is a potential of 240.
Sorry, no, sorry, I think I've got my maths wrong.
Okay.
100, yeah, sorry.
Okay. That's fine.
115, sorry.
Okay. So yeah, there are still 240 points left to play for, so it is all to play for in the third.
Okay.
These questions are on months and years. So, question 20. When does the biggest human migration take place each year? Rough period. Simon, Disciples of Ben.
Christmas.
Incorrect. I don't think anyone else has buzzed from Quiz Witty, but we're going to have 10 seconds for you to buzz. Christian.
June.
That's incorrect. It is Chinese New Year, so around February. So for the new, because obviously there's loads of different people. It was in the news, all over the news about coronavirus, so there's no excuse for none of you knowing that. But we'll move on to the next starter. For 10 points. In the Chinese zodiac, 2020 is the year of which animal? Mike, Disciples of Ben.
Is it the rat?
That is correct for 10 points. These next 2 questions will be on months and calendars as well. Why was September 1752 the shortest month of this millennium in Britain and its colonies?
Did we can talk now, can't we?
Yeah.
Did we move to a different calendar? Did we move to the Gregorian calendar or something?
Or did we move to BST for the first time?
Yeah, could be.
No, that would have been later because that was the railways. I think, timescale, I think Mike's more likely to be correct. So, yeah, the British calendar system.
Yeah, that's correct. The Gregorian calendar system, as you said. 5 points. Which African country's calendar comprises 13 months?
That sounds like the lunar calendar to me.
Okay. So
it'd be either an Islamic or a Hindu.
Oh, okay.
Or could it be Ethiopia, which is Coptic Christian, isn't it?
Oh, good point, actually.
And was never colonized.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ethiopia.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, nice one, Mike.
Question 21 is on games. So I think you shouldn't be able to see this. Which arcade game is this from? Fingers on buzzers, please. It's going to come through your ears. Guess me, Disciples of Ben.
This is pinball.
That is correct. 10 points. Backup starter we won't need, but we're going to hear a little bit of it. There you go. Next question. Which board game would you be playing if your dice roll of 2 6s would beat an opponent's roll of 3 6s?
Oh, it'll be Risk.
Is it Risk? Yeah.
Final answer?
If you're defending.
If you're defending, you're 6.
Ben said final answer. That is correct. Which popular online strategy game did Google DeepMind use to improve its self-driving car algorithm?
Defending the Ancients, is that the big one?
Dota, yeah, Dota is. How would that?
I don't know.
Online strategy.
15, no.
But it's not like chess or something, or Go, it's because it's an online strategy game, and Defending the Ancients is the other one I know.
I can't really think of a driving one. Yeah, let's go that. Defense of the Ancients.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. It is StarCraft 2, which is, I think, the most popular, or at least was, and certainly the most skilled, I think. Because I think those two is a MOBA. You're thinking of multiplayer online battle arena, or whatever it is. Strategy games are things like Age of Empires, where you move troops around and things like that. Next few questions will be on words. I think I'm going to read out the definition of a word. Anyway, I'll just check that. Yeah, so fingers on buzzers, please. It's not a definition, it's just the name of a word. I need you to give me the definition. Question 22. What does ambisinistrous mean?
Ben.
Ben, disciples of Ben.
Having two left feet.
Yeah, I'll accept that for two left
Yeah.
feet, because we do use ambidextrous for feet, even though they're not. It is
Yeah.
having two left hands or two left limbs, essentially, because sinister means left.
Yeah.
Backup starter we don't need. Bonus questions. Coined from the Greek petros, meaning stone, and ichor, meaning the fluid that flows through the veins of the gods. What is petrichor?
This is like the smell of like the ground after it rains.
Uh,
Yeah, it's like the smell you get after it's
Oh.
raining.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we'll go for that then.
That is correct. What is significant about the word oxyphenbutazone? Hint. Oxyphenbutazone, IW 1780 or 1780, PIS. 30 seconds.
Just to make sure that it's not a date.
That's not a date. So
It's a
it's
number.
1780.
It's a figure.
Oxyphenbutazone. Oh, I guess that's
Oh.
kind of. No,
Does
go
it
for
use every word in? No. Does it use every letter in the alphabet? No.
10 seconds.
Oh, hang on. Oh, it's worth 1,780 points in Scrabble. Yeah, it's the highest scoring Scrabble that's ever been played.
That is correct. Very well done.
Woo.
These next few questions will be on the Reformation and the Renaissance. So I'm going to need you to have fingers on buzzers, please.
Excuse that poor
It's
man.
just it was too long otherwise. It's just too long. So, for 10 points, what is the name of the movement characterized by a revival in the study of classical antiquity, at first in Italy and then spreading across Western Europe? Dessa of Disciples of Ben.
Enlightenment?
That's incorrect, I'm afraid. You have 15 seconds and you'll hear and see the rest of it. George has already buzzed, actually. So, George.
Humanism?
That is correct. 10 points. Backup slide we don't need. Bonus questions. What is this of? It's by Michelangelo. Just need you to give me the name of the art. It has a specific
That's
name.
the Pietà.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct. 5 points. Before the Renaissance, 3/4 of the world's books were written in which language?
Is that Arabic?
That's a cracking shout, to be fair.
I was going to say Latin, but that is a shout.
Latin.
'Cause
Latin.
it might well be Latin. I thought.
But no, I mean, I reckon
10
go with
seconds.
Dave, are these books that were written and they just hadn't been discovered yet? Or
I think this is just what they've established through history. I can't explain the methodology, I'm afraid. Sorry.
all right, well, let's go for Arabic.
That's incorrect. It is Chinese, often ignored as a civilization, but one of the most advanced. Comedy. These questions will be on a particular TV show. So, fingers on buzzers, please. Once I get this up. Coming in at 14 seasons in length, name one of the 2 longest live-action television sitcoms in history. Connor, Professor Quiz Witty.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That is correct. I think there's another one, but I can't remember its name off the top of my head. Hold on. Don't need that one. So I'm going to have 2 clips from a TV show, and I'm going to need you to name what the TV show is. In this one, I'm going to need you to name the sketch, the specific sketch, of the name of the sketch that this is from.
Cardboard box? Right. Oh, you were lucky. We lived for 3 months in a rolled up newspaper in a septic tank. Every morning we'd have to get up at 6, clean out rolled up newspaper, eat a crust of stale bread, then work 14 hours at mill, day in, day out for 6pence a week. And then when we'd come home, Dad would thrash us to sleep with his belt.
Luxury.
That's it. So you're going to have 30 seconds to guess.
that's from Monty Python. I think it's called like the Yorkshire Men or something.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's go
Yeah.
with that.
I'm afraid that's only partially correct. It is known as the four Yorkshiremen, so I can't give you the answer to that, but a good guess, a very good guess. It's because there are four of them who are sitting down. It's very particular about the four who keep trumping each other up. So I'm sorry, I can't accept that. Who is me in this clip? It will become clear once you hear the clip.
On a lonely planet, spinning its way to damnation amid the fear and despair of a broken human race, who is left to fight for all that is good and pure and gets you smashed for under a fiver? Yes, it's the surprising adventures of me.
Oh, I know exactly. That's the Mitchell and Webb
Caesar.
sketch.
Yeah, we need you to give me the exact name.
Chicken Caesar.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Digby Chicken Caesar is correct. Very well done. 5 points. I'm going to ask for an update on the scores now. Is that all right, Miranda and Roy?
Just a reminder that you're muted.
It's fine. They take a while to calculate anyway. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that last one.
Okay, Professor Quiz Witty are on 220 and Disciples of Ben are on 170.
Okay, so we have, including Thomas 25, I think we have 7 more questions, which is 140 points. So it is all to play for still. Very, very well. Obviously, Professor Quiz Witty in the lead, but you know, there's still enough points to make a comeback, is what I'm saying. So yeah, these questions will be on law and orders. Question 25. So, the US and the UK both use a common law system. What is the main alternative legal system used in continental Europe? George, Professor Quiz Witty.
Civil law.
That is correct. Hope you appreciated the legal question, George. Don't need the backup starter. In which century was slavery made a statutory offence?
In the UK.
In the UK, sorry, apologies.
Do we want to go 20th century?
Yeah, I feel like 19th would be too obvious.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
I mean, maybe it's even 21st.
Ooh, it could be. I mean,
5 seconds.
20th is
I reckon it's going to be 21st.
You reckon
I reckon
21st?
if it's 20th, it'd be decade, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's go 21st.
That is correct. Well done. Yeah. Next question. In which decade was the US government ordered to stop preparing for the Y2K bug?
Could this be
I think
another
it's-
trick question? It
it's
might be
gonna
like
be something-
2010s or something.
yeah, it'd be something stupid like after it's actually happened. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
want to go the
2000s or 2010s?
15 seconds.
America, so go for 2010s.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, 2010s.
That is correct. Very well done. You avoided both my trick questions. You weren't tripped up by them. These questions will be on blood. So, 10 points. Oh, why is this not- Sorry, my questions one keeps scrolling back up to the top, even though. Okay. So, question 26 is on blood. Which blood type is known as the universal recipient? Professor Quiz Witty, Connor.
Oh.
That is incorrect. Ben from Disciples of Ben.
AB.
Can you be more specific?
Oh, AB positive.
That is correct. Yeah. So these next questions will be on blood. Gay men who have been sexually active in the last 3 months are unable to give blood. Name 2 other reasons someone might be excluded from giving blood.
Coming back from a foreign country, one of them, isn't it?
Underweight, I think, as well.
If you're underweight and under a certain age.
Yes, yeah. So whether if you're underweight, and if you have if you have a known bloodborne virus, I guess.
5 seconds. Well, yeah, unless
Is that
it's
your
final
answer?
Are those your answers? I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, just go with that one.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, that's right. Esther is on hand to confirm. The Corrupted Blood incident was a virtual plague on an online PC game in 2005, which killed thousands of players in-game. The outbreak has since been studied by epidemiologists for use in modelling human behaviour in pandemics. Which online PC game did it occur on?
Could it have been Sims or something like that?
Well, no,
That's
it doesn't want.
fine.
No,
Could it be like Second Life or something?
There was something that like happened in RuneScape in 2005. There's like some event. I don't.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go RuneScape.
RuneScape.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That's incorrect. It is World of Warcraft. Look it up. It's quite fun, actually. But yeah, it resurfaced in the news recently because of coronavirus, because they used it for that. So these next questions will be on craft. I'm going to read out a question and you need to give me the answer. So, when knitting, after the knit, what is the second basic stitch? Keshri from Disciples of Ben.
Pearl.
That is correct. 10 points. To back up the question. Bonus. Yeah, 2 of the top 3 most drunk UK craft beers in 2019 by volume are named after which London borough, where their breweries are located?
Camden. This must be Camden.
Yeah, London Pride.
Camden.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Correct. What is the name for the device used to weave cloth and tapestry?
A loom, yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone happy? Loom.
Yeah.
That is correct for 5 points. Could I get another update on the scores? Because we're getting really into crunch time here. Because there's 4 questions left, I think. 28, 29, 30, 31, yeah. You're muted.
Professor Quiz Whittier 240.
Yeah.
And Disciples of Ben are 205.
Okay, so 35 points difference, and what's my maths here? 80. So you do the maths. It might be at this point, we'll probably have another update after 30, but it should become clear what's possible and what isn't. So this is a bridge too close to home. I'm going to show you some bridges, which are UK bridges, and they're going to be pictures, and you're going to need to tell me the name of the bridge, or the name of the place where the bridge is, or what kind of, there's some kind of identifying name for it that is known as. So yeah, 3, 2, 1. George, Professor Quizwitty.
Is that Blackfriars Bridge?
That is incorrect. You have 15 seconds to Ben.
Ben, Disciples.
Ben, did you raise your hand? Was that accidental or on purpose? Did someone lower Ben's hand?
It says Mike.
Mike, Disciples of Ben.
Well, yeah, I just put my hand up. Is it Merseyside?
That's incorrect. It is the Tyne Bridge over the Tyne in Newcastle. No, it's that one. Yeah, I mean, I did Google it. So the next one is another UK bridge. I need you to give me the name of the bridge, not where it is, although it may also be included in the title. It needs to be specific, basically.
Mike, Disciples of Ben.
Mike?
Yeah, that's the Clifton Suspension Bridge.
That is correct. 10 points. Bonus questions will be on some more bridges. Give me the, I think this is just where is this bridge?
That's the new bridge over to South Wales, I think.
Could you tell me where it is?
Well, it's between Avonmouth and like Monmouth way.
Could you at least tell me the river over which it goes?
Yeah, the Severn.
Yeah, that's all I knew. Sorry, that's all. I know you knew it, but I had to
Sorry, yeah.
It's the A457.
Yeah. Next question is another bridge.
Oh, it's £2.80.
This bridge is in London.
Ooh.
Oh, this is that one that's near Battersea, isn't it?
Is it the Albert Bridge?
Ooh, that could be a shout.
Because I walk over the Chelsea Bridge to work, so that it's either the Battersea. I think maybe Battersea actually.
Because Keshvi, this is the one that you, me, and Simon were on when you visited.
10 seconds.
I think it's Battersea. I think that's Cheney Walk down the bottom.
I'll go with Mike. I don't know that much about it.
Battersea Bridge.
I think it is incorrect. It's the Hammersmith Bridge.
Oh.
Oh,
sorry.
no, it actually is, isn't it? You know what? It doesn't have the roadworks on it, so I don't
I
recognise
just had to
it.
Google just in case it had another name because you said the Albert Bridge, but I think
No, it's further down, David. Yeah.
Right.
That's a complete.
Oh, good. Okay. I don't know. These questions will be on song lyrics. I need you to give. I need you to give me the name of the song. I'm going to read it out. I think this is going to work. So, It was red and yellow and green and brown and scarlet and black and ochre
Mike,
and peach.
Disciples
Mike,
of
Disciples of Ben.
My coat of many colours.
Can you be more specific? Yeah, I think that's correct for the name of the song. It's from Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 10 points. Is everyone okay with that being accepted?
It is the name.
Yeah, because you asked for the name.
I can sing it. I can sing it if
It's
you
the name of the song. I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that's the name of the song and not the name of the musical. I just had to clarify that. Joseph. So because these questions will be on songs from musicals, that's why I had to clarify that it's Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. There we go. So yeah, this is a backup, I think. No backup. We assume someone will get this. Question 2. You say you got a problem. Well, that's no problem. It's super easy not to feel that way.
Oh, this is for it's the Lightswitch song.
I just need to know. Sorry, I just have to clarify. I forgot to say. I just need to know the name of the musical.
Book a Moment. Yeah,
that is correct. Sorry.
For each one of these questions.
I've only listened to the soundtrack.
I didn't want to say that the first one asked which musical it was from because it was so easy that.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah.
So just the musical for this one as well. A gentle breeze from Hushabye Mountain softly blows over Lullaby Bay. It fills the sails of boats that are waiting to sail your worries away.
I think that's from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang when he's singing the children to sleep.
That sounds right.
Feels right.
Yeah. No one got any other.
Go to sleep on Hushabye Mountain.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That is correct. 5 points. There's only 2 more questions. Can we get another round up of the scores because this is very, very tight now, I think. You're muted, Miranda.
It's level pegging. It's 240, 240.
Flippin' heck. So there are 2 more questions.
Do you have a tie?
We do not have a tie. Okay, what I'm going to do for emergency measures, because we don't have a tie, I'm going to have to say that this is the last question.
Can I just say very, very quickly? I don't want to be this person. Did have a quick look up the Joseph soundtrack, and the song is actually called Joseph's Coat, not Coat of Many Colours, just for clarification.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that makes things a little. That's very difficult, actually. I did ask at the time, to be fair.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have had time to.
I know.
I
had a suspicion.
I know.
When I checked it,
it's fair enough.
But I just wanted to say, you're the judge, you decide.
No, I know. I think, yeah. Did anyone on your team? Oh bloody hell! This is disastrous. Okay.
We could just minus that. No, because it was a starter question.
I think it's fair enough for us to lose those points if we got that. If we didn't get that right.
You got a very big echo there, Simon.
So we could just deduct those points and then play both of these questions.
I think that's probably what we're going to have to do. I know it's very unfair on both teams because obviously, well, not quite as unfair on Disciples of Ben, but unfair on Professor Quizwitty because it removed the chance for them to get that question right. Are you okay with that outcome, Professor Quizwitty? Captain George? Okay, so we're going to move on. We're going to play the final 2 ones. Could we have
so minus 10 from Disciples of Ben?
Minus 10 from Disciples of Ben.
It probably has to be minus 20.
It has to be minus 20 because there's no way we could give them the points for that if they got the start question wrong. Again, I apologise. I think the problem was I misspoke in when I said the question. I think all I really needed to know in the first one was where it was from. But obviously, you guys may have buzzed before that if that had been the question.
Yeah, I think
it's also not what it said on the slide. The slide just said the name of the song, and I was wrong about the name of the song. So
did it? Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough.
So minus 20 from Disciples of Ben.
The reason I did that is because I thought the name of the song was the name of the flipping musical. I genuinely it was just poor from me. Sorry. So my bad. So if we have the next update of the scores, I guess will be 240 for Professor Quizwitty and 220 for Disciples of Ben. So this question is essentially, well, it's not quite a win-win, but it basically is. So if Professor Quizwitty gets this right, I think they win. But we'll do the last one anyway, just because I want to get all the questions done. So for 10 points, Question 30. What is the only animal with cuboid feces? Elliot from Professor Quiz Witty.
It's a wombat.
That is correct for 10 points. Congratulations. I think. Yeah. Let's back up. What are the only? Why are the echidna and the platypus the only animals who could create their own custard?
They've got like eggs in shells and opposable thumbs.
Sorry, I don't mean literally they could create their own custard. I mean, yeah.
That's just definitely have opposable thumbs. No.
Yeah, it's a more simple answer than that, and it's. So if you had an echidna, or if a human had an echidna, or if a human had a platypus, just think about it like that way.
What is an echidna?
It's like a small, spiky hedgehog thing.
You produce milk and eggs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct. They produce their own milk and eggs. According to scientists, what is the only pentapedal animal, meaning they walk using 5 legs or legs?
It's going to be some insect or something, isn't it?
I said animal, didn't it?
Something like when you say legs, does that mean it might not be its leg? Is that
Oh, it might like
Only
walk on
its
its
tail,
tail.
like a
Yeah,
leaf?
could it, or like tentacles or something?
Something like a leaf.
We could say a kangaroo then, because that has
Oh yeah.
2 legs, 2 arms, and
10 seconds.
don't walk using their arms really.
Walk using 5 legs. Oh, I don't know.
Well, the definition of pedal is walking, but yeah.
All right, well, we'll go kangaroo. Yeah, kangaroo.
That is correct. Very well done. We're going to do the last question, but I think if we have the scores confirmed, I think you've won due to my cock up. Sorry. But yeah, we're going to do the last question just for your. I think this was going to be the tiebreaker, just in case. But yeah. So,
Let's do it for fun.
what is the name for this ultra marathon? Registration fee of 160. Ben, Disciples of Ben.
The Barkley Marathons.
That is correct. Not that one. What film documents climber Alex Honnold's tent to scale Yosemite's 3,200-foot El Capitan?
Oh, I know this. This is like, I saw it recently. It's called like Free Solo. It's Free Solo.
10 seconds.
Yeah, we'll take that.
That's correct for this final answer. In November 2018, what did Ross Edgley become the first person to do? It took him 5 months and he travelled 1,780 miles.
Popular.
Bottom line off.
Is this like cycling around?
So it might be the perimeter of the UK.
Yeah, I feel like it's something around the UK.
Yeah, perimeter of the or of Great Britain probably.
Yeah.
Rather than
It
the
took him
UK.
5 months, so it must be like, can't be cycling.
But no, it
Yeah,
wouldn't be
did he
cycling.
run it? He's not that
Ten
guy who
seconds.
just did back-to-back marathons around the coast, is he?
5 seconds.
He might have, I think he may have swum it actually.
I need your final answer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he swam the perimeter of Great Britain.
That is correct. 5 points. Can we get? I know obviously we know who the winners are, but can we just show how tight it was? Also going to have just a small period of time to air any grievances of anything I've done or anything anyone else has done, just in case there's any problems that people have, because we want to raise them within this period of time rather than afterwards.
I just want to not apologize, but I guess thank you very much for being so gracious and congratulations to the other team. I think you said some stuff that was astoundingly impressive, and I think we've got worthy quiz partners here.
I don't think we've really got any other grievances. I think you were the worthy winners. It was very close, but you did really well.
Yeah, you cool.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And Dave, you were great.
Yeah, sorry, you've only seen my shoulder for most of this. I played football earlier and was pretty cramped up in this small space that I don't think you can see, but it's basically what I've been staying in.
Dave.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Can we do some thank yous?
Can you just give me the final scores, please?
Oh, yeah. The final scores were 260 to Professor Quiz Witty and 240 to Disciples of Ben.
Right, so it literally was that music question. Oh, We wouldn't have had a tie. Well, I don't think we would have had a tie-break anyway. How would it have worked?
We have got a little bit of an announcement though.
Okay.
Muted or not?
No, we can hear you loud and clear.
We'd like to offer the runners-up consolation prize.
Okay.
So this is from me and Roy, and that is a 3-night weekend at Seagull Cottage.
Right. So some runners-up for us there. I didn't know about that, but Ben's jaw's just dropped. So that's really, really
That
good.
is so generous. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You all deserved it.
So
you
Thank
just
you very
need
much.
to liaise with us to book a weekend within the next year.
Great.
Yeah.
And I guess the same goes for Professor Quizwitty for their week.
Yeah, just to liaise with us for a date.
Great. I'm going to sit down. Hopefully we'll manage that so you can actually see me. Thanks, Esther, for holding my place.
And Roy's just got a few thank yous.
Oh, I can't quite hear anyone at the moment, so just give me 2 seconds. And Esther also needs to be able to hear people as well. You want to take this headphones?
Yeah, sure.
Hopefully you don't get the...
Okay.
Okay, I can hear everyone.
Yeah, everybody,
So,
everybody here. Good. Just briefly to say thank you so much for all the participants, right through all the preliminary rounds as well as today's final, and to Bennett, excuse me, and to Bennett Carr for being the guest question master this evening. He did fantastically well. Certainly the boys at Kes would have recognised his dry wit. Also, the question setters, which were basically Georgie and Dom, Esther and James, George, although he's actually competing tonight, John and Ryan, to Josh for his technical and marketing, and of course, David for his being the coordinator, question master, and general factotum for the last 6 months. So well done to everybody there. Also to Rob and Jackie, who are basically the Seagull Cottage Partnership, for donating the first prize. And as we said previously, no doubt David will fill you in all the sort of admin stuff to actually arrange to take that one, which brings me to say what we've actually raised during this season. I know it's been very complicated with the COVID, but we have managed to scrape together £25,000 since last September, which I think is a brilliant effort. Bearing in mind that basically, we could have just shut the door in March and said we're not doing anything. So, but we just carried on, and we've managed to do 25,000, which is absolutely brilliant. And just to say that the donation is still available. So if anybody's feeling flush, we can always accept some more donations. Finally, Miranda's actually spoken about the runners-up prize, and I think tonight showed an absolute fantastic spirit in how you actually played it, and we were very honoured to be part of it. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Hank, and Miranda as well, for all the assistance, encouragement and support you give me over the last, 6 months. I couldn't have done it without you. So thanks particularly to Miranda, who I've called basically every week to discuss this quiz for about 10 weeks or something. So couldn't have done it without you at all. I want to thank Esther as well, who's not next to me, for her help tonight. Probably also got thanked, but yeah, particularly for standing in for me as I couldn't sit. So yeah, again, congratulations to Professor Quizwitty. I hope you enjoy the week at Seagull Cottage. where Joe and Miranda and Roy and us as a beer family all enjoyed and have enjoyed and will enjoy a fantastic time. Hopefully you get good weather, so pick a good time. I think there's nothing left me really to do other than to thank all of you again from me and thank Ben. And I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this at any point again in my life. It's been a lot of work. But we may at some point do another kind of live quiz once the whole pandemic dies down, and we may do one in London as John and Ryan and Kira and Omid did last November, I think. So look out for that. Hopefully this quiz has garnered some kind of support for my quizzing ability. You can tell me if not. But yeah, so thanks everyone, and I think I'm going to end the call if that's all right with everyone. Unless you want to say any more words yourselves.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, David.
Thanks, everyone.
Very much.
Thanks for a really fun quiz.
UILs are hiring.
I hope so. All right, cheers everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Classic. Last technological issue.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, is it just us two now?
Yeah.
Great.
What did Connor just say?
Simon said, screen change stopped. Simon said something, I can't remember now. Cool, that was very stressful.
You did really well.
So many things went wrong. I'm absolutely gutted for my for my uni friends because of obviously it would have been a tie. I don't know what I would have done in that event. I didn't even consider that was like we had the 30+1 as a potential tiebreaker. So I guess what would have happened? They would have won the tiebreaker maybe. Yeah, they would have won the tiebreaker. So I'm a bit gutted for them, but it was my own fault because I'll explain to you what happened. I thought I maybe explained it a little bit, but we had a late edition because I had a brainwave last night to put musicals in, so before we hadn't done anything like that. And we had a sort of a question that we wanted to make reasonably difficult, but we didn't want to say which musical is this from. But there was no, because we didn't want to alert them to the fact that it was a musical. But we wanted to be able to, I wanted the answer to be Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat, as in of that kind of thing. All I really wanted the answer to was the name of the musical. But we added this question this morning, and I just didn't. And I went off to football, and I just didn't have the time today to properly put that in. So I'm really, really annoyed that it would have been.
Don't beat yourself up over it. It was something that happened. Everybody, I think, accepted it in the spirit that it was actually done in. Yeah. And you've got nothing to blame yourself for. So draw a line under it, forget it. It's happened, but there you go. It's nobody's died, so there we are.